Hey Southbridge, my name is David Acasiano, and I was on the team that went to Madagascar this past August. Those on the team were JD Henserling, John Wyatt, and Bill Grimmy, and this is what we did.
When the ground beneath my feet gives way, and I hear the sound of crashing waves, and all my world is washing out to sea. I made it safe in the God who never...
Our first week was spent in the city of Tuliar. In the mornings we would have Bible study with small groups at the end. We taught on Christian characteristics such as obedience and discernment from stories like Samson and Daniel in the lion's den. In the evenings we would have a time of worship. We would lead some songs in English, and then they would lead some songs in Malagasy. What was amazing about this time was that we had people from different denominations worshiping the same God, singing the same songs, and encouraging one another in small groups. Our second week was spent in the bush. Now Grant had told us about the famine that was happening, and as a team we felt that we needed to help. These were our brothers and sisters, and they were starving. We pulled our resources together and bought 15 bags of rice, each weighing 120 pounds, and 5 sacks of beans. This was only enough for one meal for each person in the villages that we visited. In the mornings we would teach the same Bible stories, and then Grant would go back to our base camp in Betuki, grab the food, and then come back. When we presented the food to the church elders, we said it was a gift from God and that He had provided for them. The villages in the best situations had a month left of food, and they were closer to the town so they could trade. The villages further into the bush had less. These are some images of the cassava that they harvest. The villagers told us stories of how when they would eat the cassava, they would vomit, even though they boiled the cassava for 2 hours or more. Despite all that, they still laughed, danced, and smiled. They had joy from the Lord. On this trip, we've seen God move and provide in ways only He can. This is a God-sized problem that can only be solved by a God-sized solution. Please pray for Madagascar. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask us.
This is my brother Chris, and we work together in the South, sharing the gospel and working with the Wallers. And what do we have to say to the people? Thank you, Southbridge.